DC's turn to ban. DC's turn to ban. Dire team ban. DC's turn to pick. 10 seconds.
Needs assassin.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Probably team, well, I'm saying from my perspective, I'm saying team NP. I still think the team is kind of a more consistent, even though they switched players. From what I saw during these qualifiers, their team synergy seems good. They're taking objectives. They know what they're doing. DC swapped one player. They also swapped roles. Bulba is playing position 4. Forever is in. Jimmy is out. Forever playing on off lane. For those who didn't catch that. I'm impressed by Abed. I'm impressed by his play for quite some time, and this guy is like I don't know what to call him, but seems if he sticks to this play, he's gonna easily become one of the top players on mid lane. Definitely, he is right now, but there are players who are better than him. But he needs, I mean, it's not that he's not top laner. It's just this team needs more result for this to be acknowledged. Actually,
he's definitely like a little firecracker. Abed has some ridiculous star-studded performances under his belt, but you know, it's all about getting the wins. Mentioned consistency also key, and for both of these teams now, they have like a new formula and a bit of chemistry that they're still trying to iron out exactly. With that recent bring-in of course, Bata and Pylai Die, it does change things up a bit. Yes, these guys do have experience playing together, even on a certain Cloud9 team in the past, but role change arounds and such, and a new meta before us, that 7.0 has happened since then. The game just feels very different. MP are going to be doing what they do, and that is sticking with what they feel is comfortable for themselves and what works. And we've been seeing plenty of the NP Death Prophet already in this qualifier, and they're really the only team kind of pulling it out, huh?
Yeah, well, Envy, it seems like Envy did some testing and it was successful. It's a Dead Prophet on a safe lane. Kind of different.
They usually get this with like their Crystal Maiden or the Treant Protector. The tree had already been banned out, and they decided to commit early for the Warlock instead. So are they going to pass entirely on getting any sort of defensive support option, you think, now? I mean, normally I feel like they get something to help out this Death Prophet a bit, but it looks like they might decide to pass on that.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, they have a Warlock. If they engage during those 5-on-5 fights, they have a Warlock to cancel the fight. It might be enough. Yule Scepter, Rock should be enough. I'm surprised that Lady in Blue wasn't picked.
Yeah, no Lady in Blue. But we could see the Beastmaster come out. Remember, MP have MSS, a very gifted master player, and if they want to continue this push lineup, which is slowly coming together here for MP, they can really ramp it up with a pick like that. Plus, it doesn't hurt the map vision with the Hawks and extra bit of BKB piercing lockdown. Just something to look out for MP. But in the meantime, MP removing a couple of the off-lane picks also. Bat Rider's got to go. Also the Dark Seer, but firstly, getting rid of that axe. Remember Forev's ridiculous axe performance that we got to see? He played it both games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Probably earning the early respect ban.
Well, definitely. It was Axe that picks up a Blink Dagger, kills the top lane immediately, goes to Fog, immediately TPs to a mid lane and gets one more kill, goes back to top lane, kills top lane, ends up with level 11 at 12-minute mark with Blink Dagger and Blade Mail. This feels like a good Ruby game. Warlock, Death Prophet, Exorcism, not so easy to steal. You need to get into the range before Blink. It's gonna be hard. Also, Death Prophet will need to commit using just casual Crypt Swarm, even if you get.
It also may deter them from picking up something like the. They love to give MS that Enigma. Might second guess it going into a Rubik. And it looks like, unless this is going to be the 4-position roaming Owie Slardar, this is going to be MSS's pick.
Looks like position 4 Slardar to me. Offlane Slardar not that popular anymore. They might do like a dual lane Warlock Slardar. It's decent, but I mean Slardar on position 4 can even get the same timing on that Blink Dagger as offlane Slardar.
Still get a lot of that great utility. You have your stun. It takes them a little bit longer in hopes of building up into the Blink Dagger, but once it is online, you have that extra bit of initiation and lockdown, and of course, amp damage. Their team become quick. Roche is something MP are always privy to knocking out right away. Now we got to go back the way of Digital Chaos, though. It's time to formulate a couple of cores here. Not a lot of extra respect towards the Abed Meepo in this game. Curious to see if it's something that could make an appearance in this series, but for now, Digital Chaos move their way. Lady Rev grab.
Legion Commander, good pickup. They have good setup with Nyx, Legion Commander, easy to execute once Legion gets his Blink Dagger, her Blink Dagger up. I don't know why, I always think of Legion as a male. Slardar combined with Death Prophet, that's some serious physical damage. I can imagine they will still get like some hard right clicker, maybe even on mid, let's say something like Queen of Pain, right? Ursa Warrior, even better.
Yeah, he's a right clicker, more so than even a man fight now.
Yeah, also Fatal Bonds with Exorcism. If he gets hands like on one hero who separates from the fight, just deals the full damage from Exorcism combined with Fatal Bonds. It's a lot of damage.
Now they show the Ursa now with 2 picks remaining. Digital Chaos can find a way to best respond to this. Is there any chance? We've seen MP usually take this Death Prophet to the safe lane, Hands of Envy, and spot to the mid lane. Any chance that Digital Chaos could pick up something here that could force MP to possibly consider swapping that around and taking Fata to the Death Prophet on the mid lane, or do you think that's just totally out of the option?
Well, Fata plays Death Prophet as well. With Ursa being picked up, they have like the upper hand, they can see who's mid and then they can switch. If it's gonna be a range, if it's gonna be a range hero, it should be a Death Prophet mid.
DC thinking a bit here.
Meepo!
Some of the reserve time.
There it is.
I guess we don't have to wait too long at all. Meepo already going to be coming out for Digital Chaos. I bet considered one of the best, if not the best Meepo in the world. P are going to get tested already in game. How do you think about the Meepo here and now? What MP have to offer? Is this going to be a coasting of a game for Meepo? Is there a lot of threats out there?
Well, it's actually a good game for Meepo when you mentioned it. I was curious if they're gonna go for it. It's good against Warlock, good against DP, also Slaughter. I mean, Ursa is so-so against him, but Meepo good against Ursa. Looks really good for Meepo this game if he gets good farm on the start. So they, like right now, Ursa can do mid and Dead Prophet can be on the safe lane.
Now, this is super ballsy to say, but what if they then decided to put the Slaughter to the off lane and still trying to creep in something like a Winter Wyvern? Is that necessary? Do you want to get a 5th pick that could totally counter the Meepo, or should MP just move forward with whatever game plan they have in mind?
They can, but then they have to commit to a lot of big cooldowns on their ults. DP, Warlock, Wyvern.
It's just like, you know, one of the best things you could ask for when you're going against a Meepo, and we'll have to see if MP distract themselves into a bit of an awkward corner. So maybe
5 seconds remaining.
not expecting DC to just casually throw out the Meepo in game number 1. You know, most would just flat out respect ban it, but you know, MP is probably hoping that they can get away with just banning out the axe instead, getting themselves something tasty and not having to worry about it right out of the gate. But no chill mode from DC. Clearly, they'll just go right for Meepo. Curious to see what they will round out their draft with, and it's gonna be a Troll Warlord too. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of high-flying attacks coming out from both the Meepo and the Troll. Legion Commander 2. Physical damage is ridiculous coming out of DC.
Well, they still might actually consider that Winter Wyvern, but but it was a risky pick. Right now they have what is that? Lina.
That's a Lina. Mid,
offlane.
Like jungling Ursa? No, offlane Ursa. MSS actually hops onto it right now. Now he's on the Slaughter for the 4 position. This is leaving as a Fata mid lane Lina. Are they going to dual lane this up? Are they going to leave Mojo to defend for himself? This is definitely a change up and probably something MP were not intending on doing, but it's Envy as a captain after all. Maybe I shouldn't throw that out the window entirely.
Never doubt Sama.
Never doubt the man. This is going to be interesting, though. Based on the draft before us, what do you think, Lacoste? Game number 1, if you had to give a
10 seconds
drafting advantage to, who do you think it would be?
Well, I've bet few times against Abed's Meepo. Every time I went against it, they actually won, so I'll go with Digital Chaos. That's the first thing, but I also like the Troll pickup with Meepo. As you mentioned, a lot of physical damage. If Team MP pops ults like Rock and DP ult and DC manages not to die, they can take 1, 2, maybe even 3 towers after that.
Both these teams have some pretty good lineups that if they take a good fight, objective follow-ups, they're not going to be a whole lot of trouble for them either, where it's taking the Roche or just pushing their structures with follow-up, you know, golems and exorcisms, while one other team has, of course, the Meepo and the Troll to be fire. So this one's going to be a doozy and come down to a lot of the early game on who's going to be bulking up that much faster. I mean, if there's a team that could peak sooner, who would you give that advantage to?
Well, definitely DC. This is again support Nyx. Misery did extremely well the last game, but it was because there was Invoker involved. I don't expect Nyx Assassin to do these kinds of things this game.
They're against each other. It looks like they're playing downwards. They'll take a ward for each side. But peeking. Yeah, DC is pretty good as long as they can themselves through a decent laning phase. They have the lineup to come online.
What is that? Let me just check. It's just Ursa with the poor man's shield and tangos. I want to see if he's gonna get any assist from either Warlock or Slaughter.
Neither of them really offer a lot to assist.
Well, then
Curious, because you know he's going to be dealing with what do we got here? We have Bulba, Nyx Assassin, Token prod a bit, Rubik too, but
30 seconds.
towards the top lane it would appear. Decides to go cross country all the way to joining the side of the bottom laner. Right out of the gate.
I really wonder what's that Ursa gonna do. I mean, he has a poor man's shield, he knows it's a support Nyx assassin, he can't provide much lane harassment, neither does Rubik. I mean, it's a Rubik with 2 tangos. If they try to go on him with just Earth Shock, he can just dodge the gank. You can't really kill that Ursa. So, actually, Ursa should be good at the bottom lane. Like, you get some decent XP and a little bit of farm.
Gotta be careful of the lockdown they can bring. Telekinesis and Pale coming up. Assassin peppered up a bit by Troll Warlord could be a little bit of trouble, but it does look like Pie's rotating all the way over, and they'll be starting it out at least at the lane, or at least until Mojo can get comfortable on his feet. Rev getting his own welcoming to the off lane as an early crush from Aoi and a few elbows to the back of the head, while bottom lane there goes a nice 2-man stun coming out from Bulba as they both try to assert their dominance in this laning phase. Fight begins over the creep wave. MSS is trying to go as close as possible, going to make that 4-man shield really work for its efforts, and Pi is going to continue to dish out the heals.
Yeah, Warlock actually joined him on bottom, so he can be as aggressive as he can. I mean, Troll as a carry hero early on can't provide much harassment and doesn't deal that much of a damage. As I said, the support duo from DC is not that good. Also on the top lane, Legion Commander will have decent time. It's support Slardar, not that good harassment. Oh, mid lane.
Ooh, gets the Earthbind in. A poof is there. Oh, it might not be, unless they poof on close. Oh, he goes for it. He needed another right click though. He's gonna be able to get it. No, the move speed is equal. He's able to just barely scoot away from the trouble. I bet it's gonna get peppered for it though, and gonna be forced to move back to the bottom lane side and shrine early. Very close one there.
Really pushing the limits of that hero.
Yeah. Way to kind of split things apart and be able to get that second Meepo to a safe distance. So still happy to hold himself within the lane here. Level 2s are starting to come online though for these side supports, so to see if they're going to feel any more rambunctious about trying to take a picker.
There's a boots on Ursa.
Rushing pretty deep onto Dubu. Bulba continuously pump faking here against Mojo. Make sure he actually lands the shot. Turn around carapace and the stun will be there.
Well, look at
Well, Pi is using that early upheaval to make things a bit trickier for
there's an interesting build on Pi. I saw one game, I think we were casting it together, can't remember which one, where I think it was some Chinese teams that actually maxed upheaval on level 6. It was against Sniper, I know. Do you remember it?
I don't know.
But he won the fight alone with level 3 upheaval on level 6.
That's actually quite ridiculous. I wonder if Pi's gonna fall suit. Godbed is now comfortable stepping away from the lane as he farms the camps on the side. While up and above, look at this. Rev trading shots with Aoi a bit. Of course, has the shrine next to him to shrug off the trouble. While back and below, looks like MSS is feeling a bit frisky again. Looking at openings maybe behind the tower here. This is not going bad at all for the Ursa lane. It would have 8-1 for him. It's too shabby.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Troll is winning the CS game, no surprises. Have the support to kind of fend off, but MSS is getting the levels.
Yeah, MSS with 9 CS, not that much, but he's handling those supports really good.
Now, the sense that the supports are not around could really take it to the Troll, but as he's getting a bit anxious here, that's when Dubu can show himself. Moving in with the early Fade Bolt, there's the lift pull back right to Bulba's arm, where he will land the stun. MSS felt for a moment when he got those first few punches in that maybe nobody was around, but when he went to go in for more, that's when he gets.
This was Yo Mama's Deep, actually, from Ursa. Can't really be that aggressive. I mean, it's Ursa offlane. Supports are missing. He actually had a scan, can use it there. But that's a wizard, he doesn't miss a stun. Oh, he's gonna have those early mana boots.
Plants down the board for now. I saw the ping go out. They might have dropped it. Behind the tower here is going to step away. Right idea. Owie was actually hanging around, it looks like, trying to find openings on his Slardar as he's making it roam around. I don't know what that says. Is it saying that NP kind of want to put pressure on Abed? Is he kind of running away with the laning? The 39 CS, that Bots is 32. About to be level 7.
7 against 5. Well, he's just keeping those power threads on strength, so he doesn't die from combos. Slardar trying to get hands on him. I mean, it's time to move when Lina gets level 6, and it's right now. But Slardar is being pinged out.
He's still super deep. Bed is now going to be going for the camp. Now he pings it. Could swoop in and go for the crush, but Lone is going to sap up the XP. Bottom lane, though, being shoved out of the lane is going to be MSS. Him and Pi caught a bit far from home. They decided to put their focus on the MSS, but he just quickly looks to go for the run. Bulba not quite catching the stun there, and Pi makes it out. So they were kind of a bit indecisive about what they wanted to kind of do in that moment. The commitment for the MSS kill allows them to get nothing. Do you think that was the right thing to do in that situation? Would a commitment on the Pi been just the better one to take?
Well, they couldn't get the hands on Pi. He was standing a bit further, no boots, but they couldn't get next to him. Envy is on the run, smoked with face boots. Oh, they wanna kill that Meepo, but Radiant used scan. Oh,
he walks right between the two of them, and the crush is there. He's looking to go for the poop, and he is suddenly gone. And now the Exorcism's already out, so Effie says, let's push the tier 1 mid lane, make something out of it. They're not going to be able to get their pick, but it looks like they will be able to get some pocket change from this objective takedown. All rotations are in the area. It's Dubu and Bulba. And there's Owie once again from the tree. And a Laguna. But it deletes. It takes out Dubu. A follow-up for Bulba is not going to be there, but hey, the tower, it's a pick-off. First rotation of Envy coming in.
yeah, exactly. Good. Turnaround, Lena had a good rune. Sadly, they couldn't get a kill on that Meepo. Maybe if they had one level of silence on that Prophet, but still, that tier 1 tower means a lot.
Owie, after being very persistent and anxious on trying to get the Sevs in the mid lane, will step back towards the mid lane of kind of farm him up. He's only level 3 at 8 minutes in, so I think it's about that time for them to a little bit of extra love and going, XP, and just hoping on building dagger. It's farming at some point.
Yeah, but so is Dubu. Dubu is also level 3. There is duel, so Pi needs to be careful. They're gonna try to eat the forest and go cut. Oh.
2 steps closer, he would have been dueled. Hide himself away back behind. More reinforcements are coming here. Mason's now shown up. DC are here for a tower, but MSS also is coming to play. It'd be bad for MP if they're coaxed into what they think is an even fight. They could be in for a serious rude awakening if rotations don't start coming. Pi is not level 6 yet.
Yeah, but DC's support duo are level 3 and 4. They don't do that much.
And they lead in with some poking on Pi, but able to get close enough for any sort of follow-up. More just kind of space creating so that Forev and Mason can kind of go to work on tier 1. It would All that's happening here, Albi is still stalking things with Envy, looking to go for Abed, but it looks like they're going to start rotating now up towards the top lane. Bot is also here, and MSS was able to get a quick jump onto Dubu and get the finish, the first casualty of this trade. Yeah, gold.
Dire's middle tower has
Out of
fallen.
the northern part of this map. Meanwhile, though, looks like Abed was able to sneak down that mid-tier 1 tower. He's now sporting the 3 Meepo squad. He's getting close to level 11. Highest CS in the game, and as we switch over to the net worth, he's sporting that too.
Yeah, Abed has 3 Meepos right now. Sadly for NP, Lina had that Arcane rune and could actually just continue to push bottom, TP top instead. Couldn't find any opening for a stun. What does Meepo have? He's 1k gold away from that Blink Dagger. I just want to see how much damage he deals once he gets that Blink Dagger up, combined with Troll ulti.
Between that and even any jump in duel plays, Forev is grinding his way towards that Blink Dagger. He's got about 1,500 gold right now, but even imagine that, the global potential of even just him getting the Blink and duel set up with the Troll ulti is going to be very nice for DC.
Yeah, I don't expect much action going on in the next like 5 minutes. People are really close from Blink Daggers besides Meepo. Envy went for a Midas build, Slardar is level 4, Warlock is gonna get level 6 once he uses that tome. It's gonna be a really slow game until Meepo gets Blink.
Economy game working slightly in the favor of this one. Just kind of the factor there. While MP could start pushing things up a bit as far as taking towers. It looks like if he has the exorcism good to go, actually he could decide to pop it here, and he will. Not to take a tier 1. If they can get a Dubu kill on top of it, that would be pretty sweet for him. He looks to go for the TP, but no way going to be making it out. He gets quickly dealt with the Crypt Swarm, and now MP will pocket the extra hit chain with the +1 tower. Ooh, top lane, I hear Laguna go off. I actually realized that Forev was stuck under the power right there. He gets caught out and he is dealt.
Meepo has a Blink ready. There's gonna be some action on top. Rock is ready as well. Do they have sentries for that Nyx? No.
Pump back in here a bit, but the other side at the moment. See, we're there, but like that. Rock is up and there, so we'll go back to farming. In the bottom lane, with Blink Dagger now done. Next up seems to be the cheat stick here for him. You know, I obviously not a Meepo player at all. Can't play this Meepo hero at all. But has seen the build change quite a bit just by observing. It used to be all about just getting multiple Dragon Lances. Oh, he's gonna get a kill too on Envy. Spots him out, hits him with the Earthbind, and just easily poofs him apart. I guess just Envy at the wrong place at the wrong time there.
Yeah, you were talking about Meepo builds. I'm also not a Meepo player. Didn't play it since Dota 1. I don't think I have a Geomancer. I don't think I have any games on Meepo. Maybe if I randomed and then decided to re-random and got him then, and no one wanted to swap. Yeah, usually people went for like 2 or even 3 Dragon Lances, but that was before. I mean, Dragon Lance was nerfed every single patch, so it's not worth it anymore. It's better to go for Blink second item than Hex.
Looks like DC play with Boba in the front. Boba, there's none there either. Now has to pop his Carapace, and they're going to easily take him down. The immediate hair drop reaction coming out from MP, TPing to that shrine for the counterplay. What was looking like a potential gank attempt on the MSS gets thwarted.
Yeah. Envy's build, he's really vulnerable right now with that medallion. Dubu, level 4, 14 minutes in, skipping the creep wave. I was talking about build on Death Prophet. Maybe he should consider getting just a vitality booster, just to boost his HP as much as he can, and try not to dive to a Meepo.
Yeah, try not to get caught out by a meatball alone. That would definitely be some good advice to heed. But I would agree with you. They know that in priority order of some of these fights, Death Prophet's going to be high on that list, and she's going to get hit hard with a lot of heavy bursts. Between something like the Pooping Meatball or getting caught in a duel, she better hope that she has all the health points she can squeeze out to survive. Now, it looks like NP are going to be dishing out a scan. They have spotted that DC are across the river up at their ancient. Thirsty. Actually, they're going to be throwing this into the mid now. On the outside. Pops it down with the overwhelming odds. Exorcist going to be committed. Can MP take it? They have a rock waiting just in case for high. Strong rock up ahead though. It looks like they will be able to get the finish. They found a stun onto Bulba and they'll hit him with a Laguna. Bulba goes down. MP take the Roach. They take the extra life. And it looks like DC did not want any part of that. They'll be happy to just kind of trade the farm instead in the meantime.
Yeah, well, Ursa was hitting Roche and really hard to fight into that from DC's point of view. Slaughter had his Blink Dagger up, the Rock was ready. That's just a tight space, not much space to fight into. So.
Mason feeling like he's not able to kind of match up with the farm. Is that him not finding farm, not able to kind of get... Oh, hold on, Duel. Feels like the first one really in this mid lane. Trying to go for Fata, but ends up getting hit with the rock instead. The Duel's not going to be going so well. He tries to go in the retreat, but he does end up going down. They will also turn it around with the power of the Meepo coming in, get the first with the first life, but Envy's holding his own, go for the Soul Snipe, and then gets the finish onto Ahmed. Owie secures a double kill, wiping out Dubu, and this fight belongs to NP.
Yeah, Ursa had that Aegis, really hard to fight against that Rock. Also, we saw that DP really does well against that Meepo. She just tanks up, uses Siphon, can get hit from Solar Crest. Also, Slardar helping out a lot. Meepo needs to be careful.
Troll not really able to participate in that fight, and it didn't look like he even used his battle trance. Maybe it wasn't up at the time, but unfortunately there, DC get to catch the very start of that fight, but with a lead into Karev trying to take a duel. Probably another situation where they were anticipating kind of an easy pick, but MP were very quick to be able to respond and make a good counterplay. Patience from Pi, of course, with the Rock certainly helps out.
Yeah, this really feels like a hard game for Legion Commander. Nyx Assassin hit 6 pretty late, and they can't find any openings with that Blink Dagger. Still 0 damage.
Put themselves into sort of a 4 position, and he seems to open posse nearby. Pi's always very deep. Fox has never been putting himself in any sort of overcommitted position either. So credit to MP, putting themselves in any precarious situations at all. Again, just playing around those cooldowns. Everything up and ready now. They just need some mana, and looks like they are going to smoke up and go back on the fight. Drawing out the game plan now. EC's up here at the moment, but looks like they may be heading up through this.
Yeah, the question is, can they find anyone? DC standing on the high ground, Dubu just trying to pop the smoke.
Decide to cross the river. Now we leading out the charge and sprint. Goes all the way up through the ancient camp. Just needs to head a bit further north. DC are waiting in a good position. The high ground here.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Back into the smoke. It looks like they will show themselves. Envy has Exorcism, not committing it for the tier 2 push at the moment. Before they decide to make that call. They already see DC potentially pushing through this top lane.
Oh, they will find Alina or not. Never mind.
They're gonna get the Rubik. Nice. Far jump there from Owie to set up the kill. Hard game for is very, very paper thin in this game.
Yeah, I was talking about the build on Envy, about tanking up. This is the exact thing that Fata is doing. He went for Yule Scepter, so he can Yule himself if Meepo tries to go on him, and just buys that Vitality booster to get as much HP as he can.
Are you still feeling that Envy may be a bit weak as far as HP, or do you think that having the Solar Crest and soon to have the Yules is good enough defensively?
Should be fine. He could have gotten that Vitality booster just for some extra HP, which he will turn into... I always forget that item's name. Octarine Core.
Oh,
yeah.
And for the other side, what about Mason? Very quiet game for your troll, 0-0-3. I don't know, it's like you have a Meepo on the team who pretty much takes all the farm on the map, so you can't make him your insurance policy to be also a laking farmer. Like, what should he be trying to do?
Well, he still has the same amount of farm as Lena. Usually Troll is sitting on more net worth, but as you said, it's a Meepo. He farms forest and lane so fast, so there's not much space for your other carry.
I'm gonna siege away towards top tier 2. Who's out already to Envy. Show Envy, but it's a bunch of Envy. Including Owie, who's happy to jump the hurdle to start the party, but before a party could even be had, it looks like heading out. Not comfortable for the fight just yet, but you know, more time will go on. Sad Forev will continue work his way through the game without any additional damage. But, they'll get more time granted on their Meepo to farm up. Is there a point when the Meepo will just hit like a critical mass and be super threatening to MP? Is that what they're trying to bank on?
Well, that's the only thing they can rely on right now, because they can't find an opening with dual Nyx Assassin, also kinda not doing anything at the moment. Same goes for Rubik, there are no fights, so they can rely on getting that Hex, which is right now, and they will try to get a pick off. Also, Legion Commander went for 4 Moment of Courage. One thing that he could have even considered is...
They spotted Morva in high ground sector, and he's going to get fine. Same moment though, they're committing with the duel in the top lane, and they're going to get that one, so... A tit for a tat, if you will, as they will trade Owie for Morva.
Yeah, I was talking about the Moment of Courage build, maybe a more safe play, because there's not much action. Could be max pressed of the attack, especially with that Meepo and Troll, just to have that extra attack speed, extra heal.
Mason, up. Needs to step in to try to help out, and he's going to get the purge and run quickly away. But MSS just jumps in and takes out the Grand Magus. The rest of DC are going to quickly retreat. Envy's Exorcism out there, not looking to take a fight at the moment. And MP are going to frantically probably look to push this top lane and maybe see if they can use it on the tier 1. Bit feisty right there from MP. They were just ready to go for him.
Yeah, they were ready. They saw the movement. They actually have what one? Okay, another ward is gonna run out. They have the same ward at the same spot. A troll will need a BKB to be able to fight into that. 2 Yule Scepters, Slaughter Stun, Ursa Slow. Really hard to fight against that.
Unless granted that bit of magic here, and we'll see it in play now. Linking Crutch there. The wants to turn around and fight though, but that's when MSS follows it up, and the Rock is also going to be there. Bulma gets a pretty good stun to stop MSS in his tracks. Well, Abed will sweep and go for the finish on Owie. Now he looks to turn around and go on MSS, and he'll get that one too. Cuba moves in, pops things on with a Fateful, and Bata could be under pressure.
Bash.
The place. As he's able to grab onto 2, he'll sweep in and execute out Bata and make it a tier 1 follow-up.
Again, Meepo with some clutch plays, good Hex, just controlling that fight. Even though Rock was committed, they didn't do much. There was no Exorcism, so it's what I was saying during the picks. When Exorcism is down, and imagine if Rock is down, it's really hard for MP to fight. Roche is up. Oh, this could be big for Meepo if he gets it.
spots it now. They frantically look to ping it out, but look at MP. They're already heading that direction. Now he sets things up preemptively with the sentry. Obviously, super privy to this. We'll have to see how comfortable we are about taking it, but I like this game plan they've drawn. Apparently from Bulba here. Might decide to smoke up and do the old wraparound to catch out MP from their shrine high ground here. We'll see if that's going to be the case or not. MP for now just super at attendance, and maybe thinking about moving in themselves to try to take the Roche. Mojo gets things started, but the things are already coming out from DC. Are they going to be able to get something done from it? Pi, he doesn't have a rock, so that defensive play is not going to be there for him. But Emmy does have the Exorcist available now, and they go right for a duel onto Emmy. The quick counter stun is going to be there, but the Roche is still in trouble. Abed looks to make his move in. He goes for the poop. Radiant's going to be able to take it, but it was snagged up from MSS. He loses the Aegis just as fast, though, and they're going to be waiting there for the second life. Meanwhile, they are going to be losing Mason, getting up in arms with Fata. He eats Laguna and will get dropped. While on the other front, look at MSS. He's tag teaming it out as he gets battered between three. And it looks like they'll finally be able to get the finish. Dubu helps it out with the stolen LSA. The stun is there, and this fight will belong to DC. They don't get the Aegis, but they will take the kill on the Roche and take the better end of the fight.
Yeah, there was two illusions from Meepo, which they tried to focus. DP didn't want to commit ulti. And there was no rock, so I don't think from the MP side of the view they shouldn't have tried to fight there. Okay, they got an Aegis. It's good that Meepo didn't have it because he can just snowball from there.
But, we're looking at a game where Meepo is snowballing regardless. Even without the benefit of the extra life, they can move on forward for what they know they could get done. Top tier drop, and eyes on the mid lane already. Can DC just opt to now start playing this one a bit slower and pumping the brakes, or do you think it's in their best interest to just continue moving forward while they have this kind of advantage and not looking to slow down?
They still need a BKB on Troll. Troll decided to go for Shadow Blade, got bursted down in previous fight from Laguna and Slardar. Okay, Meepo, he's gone. What a reaction! Yeah.
Now he was very close to catching that stun, but he does misfire, and it allows Abed to make way. They are hunting for part of the game, part of the Meepo, and Alchemist kind of making it so far ahead of net worth that if they can manage to just get a hold of him and take him down, they will earn quite an extra bit of a net worth swing. But getting a hold of him now just becomes more difficult than ever. They will supplement things a little bit by at least securing that tier 1 finally.
The MP is wasting a lot of time. Warlock being level 10. Also Slardar having that blink dagger at 30 minutes. It's not so good. They're moving together as 5 because their lineup is 5-man oriented. They can't really gank. And if they continue to do so, they will get up, end up being out-farmed.
Fortunate, looks like for MP, definitely starting to slow down a bit and are kind of stuck working together. I don't know what the next move for them is. Finding the way to be able to hurdle past and go for tier 2 pressure seems grim unless it's off with a good fight pickup.
Oh, Fata.
He's going super deep. Oh, he's okay. What? He is just running right into DC as they try to go for some frantic TPs back. They'll finally be able to at least spot one of all the people he does manage to get a hold of. It's Bulba.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it's Bulba, but I'm surprised Fata is playing that aggressive.
They just saw Alina coming at them, and they figured the whole team was probably right there behind her, and they didn't even want to chance it. They probably could have turned and killed her right away, but you just don't know. They just got out pronto, not looking to intervene. It will instead pressure the top lane, allow Abed to continue to swell up even further than ever. He's got that E-Blade now, the whole kit caboodle getting closer to complete.
Yeah, he's complete, level 25.
life now. Talent coming into play. Tough cookie to crack. Mason, though, needs a bit more time before the BKB, and when they feel like they can probably win it, fight. Delegated to the bottom half of the map to continue to farm up from there. Red will just kind of walk around in the meantime. Has also slated himself a BKB, but he's like third in farm priority. We'll have to wait a bit.
Yeah, there's not much action going on in this game. 24 kills for 30 minutes. That's less than a kill per minute. Also, Legion Commander 14 damage. Just kind of a slow game. MP trying to get some more items before they try to force a 5 versus 5 fight.
Oh, nice move from Owie. Anticipates the approach of Bulba, hits him up with the dust. Bulba tries to go for a TP. Carapace.
40 gold away from Dagger.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Oh, he lost.
Unfortunately, has been the pick-off sacrifice for this team pretty much this whole game. Base creator is what you can call it, I guess. Bottom lane, I hear the roar out. It's Abed getting the swarm onto Envy and being able to take him down. And MSS doesn't like it at all. Tries to move in and scratch at Abed, but he simply poofs away. Good solid pick to lead things off to Envy. Take out of this game for buyback. Pushing things forward at the moment.
When is the next Roche though? It's not up yet. Well, Bulba, when he gets his Blink Dagger up, he'll just continue to provide the vision for his team. I mean, it's not a big deal when he dies like that. He has a Midas. There's no fights going on, so just letting know where they are until Troll gets his Blink BKB up, and it's up. So Meepo seems like he wants to go for Aghanim Scepter. I think last time I saw Abed playing, he also went for it during the Kiev Major qualifiers. It's also because of that Dragonlance. Alright, it's actually not. He decided to go for one more EB.
Right. Blade. Even more agility, more armor, more right click. All the extra stat padding Meepo could ask for. Reb leaps the hurdle, looking to go in for MSS, finds himself getting tousled up by Envy, tries to go for the soul side, but it gets quickly handled. Bulba evaporated as he's going to be taken out from the Laguna Blade, but this is when Abed makes his move in. Banta falls from the heels above, but he'll be quickly dealt with thereafter. Mason steps back into play, and they're going to get the swarm finish onto MSS. Owie buys back, tries to TP in, but it's going to be coming too late. Another buyback going to be forced out. This one from MV2. I guess anticipating that they're going to have to use it regardless. They'll start the cooldown now. That is a great fight for DC.
MP was ready for that Blink initiation from Legion Commander, Ursa quick on that end rage, but still they couldn't do anything. After Meepo went in, he was just controlling that Warlock and also just right-clicking Lina and DP. They really can't do much at this point.
Confidence now certainly built up pretty high here for DC. A matter of just simply waiting out for the new Roche timer. Oh, look at that. 30 seconds is all. And then DC could have the opportunity to grab up the extra life and maybe look to stamp down a Game 1 victory. Chewing through a couple of buybacks on top of the trade sets him down quite a bit. They smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke and they move in. It looks like they will scout things out a bit. Illusion! Move in now. Come on, I bet just walk in that pit. Seriously, didn't walk in yet? Alright. Get back through the mid. What is best case scenario here for NP? Is it their best to try to take a ballsy fight inside the base here?
Well, they could try to wrap around.
They just took out an illusion, unfortunately. Cost the Laguna. It is a pretty small cooldown, but unfortunately not the target they were hoping to get. Smoke up now and go back on a new approach and probably beeline it back towards the pit.
Can they even make it? I think they can't even make it. If Troll uses ult, it's gonna die so quickly.
He doesn't even need to. Look how this thing goes down. He pops the ult and it's over. MP, do they go in or do they pull off?
They need to go back.
I don't know. Look at this. They're looking for a catch. Oh, they can't even get Bulba. Quick reaction from him, and he will blink out.
Now they have a sentry.
Back in. Quickly get the catch. There's the jump. Ahmed moves so fast. Now they will be able to drop the rock. Look at the damage that's going to be there, but it's only going to cost him the Aegis now. Turn around from Bot to get the Laguna onto Duba, but Ahmed back now with his second life. Just out the Hex onto Aoi. They'll be able to take him out. Two going to be dropped from MP at this moment. MP forced all the way back and dealing with the Ogres for now, it would appear. But everyone else is in a lot of trouble. As you can see, Pi going to get handled between the two, and it's going to be DC to push the base.
Yeah, still Aegis on... okay, he lost the Aegis. Is there a cheese left? Yeah, there's cheese on Troll. I mean, Rock is on cooldown, DP ulti on cooldown. This game is probably gonna end in the next 2 minutes.
Now the glyph complete. The Raxus are going to be exposed. Quickly shattered apart. DC do not hesitate one bit to make the rotations in the top lane. Is looking to go for the jugular. MP, do they have one final hurrah? Are they going to be throwing in the towel? We'll see. It looks like a game 1 advantage is going to be heading the way of DC early in this one. As the next Raxus to fall here. As mentioned, with no more big ultis, there's not going to be nearly enough firepower for MP to get something out of it. The two that are dead are returning now, but it looks like DC timed this one out nicely. They get their extra set of racks and they get the hell out.
Envy is getting caught.
No, Envy! They TP in to look to go for a behind-the-back shrine play, but he gets quickly hit with a duel, and that will do it. They tap out. And game 1 is going to DC.
Wow, again, I mentioned it during the pick phase, Abed's Meepo, you said it, the best Meepo player in the world. I don't know if MP, if it slipped away from them about Meepo, or they thought they had enough to deal with it. But at one point it seemed like they can fight even when one ulti is on cooldown, either Rock or DP.